recording.
Extinction Rebellion has handheld me these last months towards civil disobedience due to the emergency nature of the state of the planet. And this is important. The way it is important enough for us to inconvenience the public day after day in traffic holdups. Regenerative culture is crucially important to the movement and essential to what makes us different from other activist movements. Regenerative culture stands at the bedrock of XR, teaching and practicing the change we want to see in this society. Tending the grief as it grips us all in waves of understanding the truth, challenging the power and privilege imbalance we don't even know we collaborate in maintaining, building self-care and resilience into the daily life of activists through restorative circles and dialogical systems and good conversations, and taking things slow. Taking care of physical and emotional needs of those locked on or glued on or continuing on day after day, putting themselves at risk. Legal observers, de-escalation teams, support after arrest. In fact, regenerative culture is the mycelium upon which XR relies for its nurturing a new society that is resilient and robust and can support us all through the changes we must inevitably face together. For every one activist who is willing and able to risk the possibility of arrest, we need as many as 20 folks in regenerative care looking after other parts that taking action might make less of a priority. Regenerative culture is the place for all those who have the kind of responsibilities that rule out arrestable positions, alongside all kinds of caring skills and the passion for learning and experimenting and collaborating and having good conversations about things that matter. In answer to the question that's asked if this is the end game for XR, regenerative culture is the bit of XR that will not end when the actions have met their purpose. In fact, regenerative culture is the beginnings of growing a society that might footstep us towards a new way of looking after each other. Because we are all at risk right now. And that risk will not disappear even if we manage to meet all our demands in April. We are experimenting and nurturing the kind of extreme care that will be needed to sustain all our communities. Urgently needed as the systems we currently rely on are already broken, failing to live up to the demands of a planet in ecological crisis and utterly incapable of growing the kind of capacity that's called for. While we continue to label what sustains us as resources and consider them part of a growth economy, we have no hope of facilitating the changes needed to meet the trouble of our times. Regenerative culture, in all its myriad forms, helps Extinction Rebellion members reweave ourselves as part of a living ecosystem and take self-responsibility for ourselves, each other, and within our wider community. Here is where we learn the true significance of standing for all life.